YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. Today we have another prospect spotlight, another young man who is on his journey to the NFL. We're going to talk to him for a little bit. We're going to get to know him, ask him some questions, and we're going to find out what's going on in his life right now and what he's looking forward to in his future. Let me just give you a brief introduction to this young man. We got a cornerback from Winston-Salem State, standing at 6'2", 195. Let me give y'all some stats real quick. 130 tackles. That means he's not afraid to hit from the cornerback position. 12 interceptions. That means he's a ball hawk. 25 PBUs. That means it's a no-fly zone. So either I'm swatting it down or I'm picking it off. But either way, the receiver's not getting the ball. And 2 forced fumbles. I told you he's not scared to hit. Winston-Salem State Ram. Please welcome to Mose Knows, Joshua Flowers. Josh, what's going on with you, bro? How you doing today?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Feeling blessed, man. What's going on with you?
Same. I can't complain. So how we do it here, we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to start with a few icebreakers, and then we're going to get right into football. Sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds great.
My man, let's do it. So do you have a pregame ritual, something that you have to do before every game where you just don't feel right when you step on the field?
Before every game, before everybody meets together and does walkthroughs, I have to meet by myself and have that time, like probably an hour before, like walkthroughs by myself to stretch and lock in and listen to my music and go over the things that I want to get done for the game. But I need that time by myself before the game starts.
Right, to like mentally prepare and get locked in. Now you mentioned music, so you alley-oop and you teeing me up for my next question. What's in your headphones during warm-ups, bro? Do you have one song that's a go-to song that you got to listen to, or like what? Give me a couple songs that's on your warm-up playlist.
All right, you're gonna think I'm a little old school, but I gotta throw in 50 Cent Many Men.
Okay.
That's a go-to. DMX Dogs for Life.
Okay.
Those songs right there really get me locked in. You guys probably never heard of him, but he's from DC. His name is Shleesh. His song "Letter to Hug" that like locks me in. Like those type of songs I just named. Like I'm on go. Like I'm ready to go when those songs hit my headphones.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You got to send me that last one. Man, the 50 Cent Mini Man, DMX. Oh my God, you put DMX on, you be ready to run through a wall, bro.
Yeah, sure.
You ready to go? Okay. So let's go into some of the football questions. Let's start with this one, man. What does football mean to you? What has the game of football meant to you in your life as a person, and why is this game one of your passions?
For me, football is just meant everything for me. I've went through a lot of obstacles in my life, and the Lord has always brought me back to football and just continued playing. I wasn't always the best football player, so like I really like dived into the grind and like seeing what the grind has like, created for myself. Just made me love the game even more. Football has just always been like a first love for me, to help me get to other endeavors in my life that like, I want to explore. So, I've been playing football since I was 4. So, almost like 2 decades of playing football. So I just want to just keep on doing it. And, I always had love for the game. I'm just trying to get paid for it now. So
absolutely. When you're good at something, you got to get paid for what you do. Now you've played the game. You said almost 2 decades worth of playing football. So I'm sure, especially Pop Warner, you played a lot of different positions. What was it that made you land on the cornerback position and say, you know what, this is my position on the field?
Well, I never like got to choose the position playing corner. I played wide receiver in high school, and my first high school coach, Coach Madeira, he looked at me as an athlete and switched my position to wide receiver to cornerback my sophomore year, and that's when it just all started. Like I was a terrible cornerback my sophomore year in high I didn't know any of the fundamentals. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just strictly trying to be a wide receiver. But like once I got it down and put in the work, the landscape of like what I thought about the position changed, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Absolutely. That's a good story, bro. Um, Talking about that, staying at that corner position and doing my research on you, somebody said something that was interesting to me. They said if they described your game in one word, that word would be bully. That you are a bully on the field, and particularly at that cornerback position. So my question to you is like, where did that mindset come from? And how do you think being a bully at the cornerback position has allowed you to continue to, grow and improve at that position and eventually be able to excel at such a high level?
Yeah, it just goes along with just the grind, like where I'm from in Jersey, like you know what I'm saying. It's just something that you walk around with on your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't always the best. You know what I'm saying? I had to work for mine. So the work that I put in, I make sure that whoever I'm going against is having a long game. You know what I'm saying? I'm very prepared, and I know what I'm trying to get out of, like what I'm trying to put in. So like the word, like him describing me as a bully. You know what I'm trying? I'm saying like I try to live my life sucker free. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give my best, my 100% in whatever I'm doing. So like that's being a bully is just what I gotta be. That's just that's just something in me. When I step on that field, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I handle business when I step on the field. So
Yeah, man. What I loved about it is, I heard him say that, and then I see your Twitter and your Instagram handle, and it's the boogeyman. Like I could just imagine, wide receivers seeing, your name on the roster that they got to play to come, and we like, so this dude, he not just a corner, he not finesse. Like I gotta come correct this week because if I don't, he if he catch me slipping, I'm definitely gonna get caught. So I thought that the your Twitter handle, your IG handle, I thought that was accurate with being described as a bully, watching your tape. Uh, Man, it's amazing to see. Everybody likes to think of corners as the diva position, and they don't want to tackle. We heard Hall of Fame Deion Sanders say he doesn't get paid to tackle. So there is that school of thought, but knowing that you have that mindset that everything in front of you is yours, whether it's the ball or whether you got to put a big hit on a wide receiver or running back. I think that speaks to your mentality, man, and I love it. It's absolutely great. Speaking of corners, who are some of your favorite corners, either past or present, that you watched, and maybe that you don't model your game after, but you may take a piece from this guy, a piece from this guy, and put it into your tool belt to make you a better corner. Who are some of those guys that you watch?
okay, some of my favorite corners I like to watch, Marcus Peters. He's a ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see him a lot this year, but when he's in the game, like he has the ability to change the game. I like Darius Slay. Like I've got the opportunity to work out with Darius Slay since he went to the Eagles, and like he's around that area. So like this past summer, like I really got to gain a close relationship and see how like professionals work out and stuff like that. So I'll put him up there. Definitely Jalen Ramsey, because his name itself, you know what I'm saying? Like people are scared. You know what I'm saying? He just has that ability. You don't know what he's gonna do. He's not a ball hawk out there. He's just get the job done type of corner. You know what I'm saying? Like you can count on him to just strap up that side. And not a corner, but I love the way Tyron Matthew plays. You know what I'm saying? He he calls himself the landlord, you know what I'm saying? And like he makes sure that name sticks out. Like everybody knows like what he's gonna give to the game, and like he's been giving to the game a lot of you know what I'm saying, stuff since college. You know what I'm saying? And like his film is great. And I love watching his film. He doesn't he doesn't take any excessive steps. He's very on point. with his breaks and his hips. So he's always around the ball.
That's awesome, bro. Now I done thought of 2 questions off of that. So first, what have you learned? Like, what was like, and if it's something you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's cool. But like, what was one of the gems that you learned from working out with Darius Slay? You saw how a pro works. You saw the dedication and what he does during the off season. But what is one of the things that he may have shared with you, about the game, about the NFL, that you appreciated him sharing because it gave you insight that maybe you didn't have before?
Yeah, it's really just like the pace of working out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's going 90% through all the drills, but he's making sure everything is perfect. He's not just rushing, not trying to just go full speed. He's trying to make sure his technique is perfect. And like getting a chance to like watch film with him, like he really studies the game. You know what I'm saying? That takes him a long way, and it has helped me. Like when I first started playing football, I wasn't really into watching film. I'm just like I like to compete. I'm just going to go out there and just give my all, and you know what I'm saying, be better than who I'm going against. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was always thinking. But studying film really changed the game because it changes your perspective of what's going on and gives you a, you know what I'm saying, a one up on your opponent. So he was just like seeing the pace of like how he's working and how he's taking it serious and still having the love for the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a genuine dude. And like his story, like he came from a JUCO and then was one and done at Mississippi State and then went to the league, you know what I'm saying? Like he had to get it out the mud too. And like a lot of HBCU guys like have those kind of stories and stuff like that, just getting out the mud, and especially coming from Jersey and coming to Winston-Salem State, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot behind that. So like he just taught me how pros move and how pros work. You know what I'm saying? It's just helped me a lot through like this whole experience.
That's amazing, bro. I love to see, the guys who are in the league now, you know, reaching out and helping the younger guys and giving them that wisdom and that knowledge. That's how you continue to create, stars and continue to pass the game along from generation to generation. You mentioned, being from Jersey and going to Winston-Salem State at HBCU. Tell us about your experience at the 2022 HBC Legacy Bowl. What did you learn during that week, and how do you feel like that experience, has helped you on your journey towards the 2022 NFL Draft?
Being a part of the first HBCU Legacy Bowl was an amazing experience. You know, a lot of those guys that was there, I had met already at the first HBCU NFL Combine as well, and you know what I'm saying. It just felt like it was our own fraternity. You know what I'm saying? We're the first. You know what I'm saying? We're on the spotlight, and like everybody felt like there's so much on everybody's back because we're the first. You know what I'm saying? Everybody behind us, like our old teammates, are looking up to us. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get to where we're at. You know what I'm saying? We're just paving the way for like all the young black boys too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wanting to go to HBCUs and, you know what I'm saying, not knowing how far it can take them just because it's an HBCU ball. You know what I'm saying? And like I just was feeling blessed because they finally created something for HBCU talent that can help us, you know what I'm saying, follow our dreams, you know? We're not put on the back burner anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're the first ones to get in that spotlight and do our thing, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like we wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just represent ourselves in our schools. But most importantly, like, you know, us as African American men, like, you know what I'm saying, we're just trying to like put on for like the younger ones watching because it was big. Like after the game, like there's kids standing on the sideline, like, you know what I'm saying, asking us questions, just excited. You know what I'm saying? They just like things were like said without even being said, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It was
I know,
just a special.
I know exactly what you mean, and I think that I wish I could have been there and been a part of it, because you saying that just now, it gave me chills, because I think a lot of people don't understand that for some of us, for black and brown boys that look like you and I, in most cases, in some cases, the thought of college is not present.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
thought of being able to play college sports and have that pay for your education, to help propel your career, whether that's in sports, or not in sports, isn't a thought. So to have, those young kids at that game and seeing what the possibilities are, and then being able to access you guys and ask you guys questions, I think that's so paramount, because as many of us that have gone to college and have experienced that, there are some that don't even know that that is a possibility. So being able to show them that, yes, it's a possibility. You can go to college, you can get your education, you can play sports, you can do all of these things to help propel your career and your life forward. I think that's absolutely huge, bro. You kind of piggyback on it a little bit, but specifically for other players, who are playing, HBCU football, what does it mean to you to be a part of this next generation that's propelling HBCU football into the spotlight?
Man, it means everything, for real. I started off at PWI my freshman year at Long Island University, and like out of high school, that was just my one offer, so I just had to, go with that. I wasn't really knowledgeable of HBCUs, but then we ended up playing Winston-Salem State in the first round of the playoffs, and we ended up beating them. But like, the culture, the vibe. Like when I was covering some of the guys, like I still remember, like the team, most of the majority of the offense, everybody had grills in their mouth. That swag, you know. So just going to HBCU and like connecting with my people and getting a chance to connect and really like build on the cultural culture of being like, the African American man has just been everything to me. I wouldn't change it for the world. And like the opportunities that HBCU like football has created for me is just like it's forever. I could type my name in Google for years to come, and that the same stuff will be like history won't change. That's indebted forever. So I just feel blessed beyond measure. Like,
That's awesome, bro. That's amazing. Um, Moving towards preparing for the 2022 NFL draft, give us some insight, into what your preparation looks like. What does a normal day look like for Josh Flowers right now?
a normal day for me is I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. I make some breakfast. Every now and then I'll diet before I work out, but I'm either making myself breakfast early in the morning or dieting before I go work out. I go to the track and run a mile, and then since I'm still able to be around the football team and stuff like that, I go to the facility at Winston. I go to the field house. I'll get my lift in, then I'll get my treatment with the trainers, John Lavender. Like they really do that thing. You know what I'm saying? They keep my body right, and then after that, like I'll go to the field. I'll get some work on the field. Sometimes I'm working out 3 times a day. Sometimes it's two, but it's like a distinct routine I have. It changed up a little bit between like my pro day training and getting back to just regular training, because those trainers are like two different types of trainers. But I'm always getting that work probably 6 times a week. I'm just one day off for me. You know what I'm saying? Things is getting critical right now. I'm just trying to make sure, I'm ready, so I don't got to get ready. I'm just trying to stay ready.
Absolutely. What's one of the things that you're working on, right now, that maybe you're putting a little bit more focus on, because you want to either get better at that one thing, or you're trying to perfect it?
lately I've just been like I'm really keen on my footwork. I wasn't always this big, you know what I'm saying? Like I started off 163 my freshman year. So it was really like being able to start my freshman year going against NFL talent. Um, like I had to really like concentrate on my footwork. You know what I'm saying? My technique. I had to make sure my technique was right because I didn't have the other intangibles. But now that I'm bigger, it's just learning how to use what I have now better because I was so used to doing one thing, you know. So I'm just working on different techniques and making sure my hips are right. You know what I'm saying? My flexibility is right. And most importantly, like my conditioning. Because I don't want to look tired. I don't want to be tired. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a speeding bullet 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to ever see me down and out. I just want to give my all. So
Yeah, man,
I'm
that's super important. I think most people who played the game know, like, even if you are tired, we don't ever want to come off the field. I don't want to come off the field unless I have to be dragged off of the field. So if my conditioning is right, so I can play a full 60 minutes, and like you said, I can give 100% from snap one to snap 75 if need be. That's absolutely critical, man. Love to hear that, man. Thanks for sharing. Um, two fun ones, three serious ones will get you out of here. As you look forward to playing football at the next level, give me five receivers that you're looking forward to covering.
okay. I want to cover Devontae Adams.
Ooh, right to the top. I love it.
Yeah. I'd like to cover Jamar Chase. Um,
Ooh.
um, Odell Beckham. There's a wide receiver coming out of Alabama. His name is Jamison Williams.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, I want to cover him, and I want to cover Tyreek Hill.
Bro, you might have just I love the mentality. He
Yeah,
said Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Odell Beckham, Jameson Williams, and Tyreek Hill.
I met Tyreek Hill in Miami a couple years ago, and I told him I was like, when I get to the league, I'm gonna lock you up. So
What'd he say?
he just laughed. But that man, that's fine. He just came off winning the Super Bowl when that happened. So,
Oh, why'd
but
you have to bring that up, man? You see what's in the background, man? You didn't have to. You didn't
nah,
have
it's
to.
cool. I'm a Cowboys fan, so we don't got no love for the 49ers.
Oh, you don't got no love for me anyway. Okay,
So,
all right. Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay, so you meant to throw that jab in there. Okay, all right. I got to
yeah,
take it. I got to take it. We're gonna be the first team to win six, though. I'm just throwing that out there. All right,
yeah,
give me
man.
give me your top five QBs that you want to intercept.
Okay. Tom Brady's number one. Aaron Rodgers. Um, Pat Mahomes. Let me see. Hmm. In my head, those are the top guys right now, but definitely. Hmm. I forget the Bills quarterback right now. Can you help
Josh
me?
Allen.
Josh Allen. And I'll say Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I want to get some of the older guys out the way before they retire.
Right.
You know, but definitely the legends first. I'm trying to get Tom Brady out. Definitely, and like the rest gonna come. I'm really trying to pick out any team I face and trying to get a pick. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we eventually we trying to get all 32, but we're gonna start with those five, and then in
yeah,
practice, whoever your starting quarterback is on the team that selects you in the
yeah,
2022 NFL draft, we're gonna put that in existence too.
yeah.
All right. Um, what would you say if someone were to ask you what adversity have you faced, and tell us how you've overcome that adversity?
Okay. What adversity have I faced? How I answer that question? Like my freshman year. was my All-American year. We won every game. I balled out. You know what I'm saying? I had to remember freshman year. And then my sophomore year, just things changed back home. You know what I'm saying? I had to take some time off of school and football. And I was just back home. I was working 2 jobs. I was working at a gas station. I was working at Best Buy in the mall. And like I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to go back to school and continue doing what I was doing. I was thinking about going in the army, just like, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you're in Jersey, like, you're not doing that, you're just gonna end up stuck out there. And like that was just one of my big things for me is just not being stuck, just continue going forward. And like my mom had like I love my mom to death. She had secretly applied to Winston-Salem State University, and I just ended up out there. And like the first semester I was out there, like I really didn't talk to anybody, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to just focus in on, you know what I'm saying, getting back into the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't played football in a year when I first had got to Winston. And then when I got there, the NCAA told me I had to sit out a year for like transfer rules. So altogether, that was 2 years. So then I was able to play in 2019 season. But then after that, COVID happened. So I didn't have to sit out 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I had to continue to keep on putting in the work and doing what I had to do to remain in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get my name, push my name out there, you know, and show them like I'm one of the best corners. And not a lot of people know that I've only played 3 seasons of college football with the amount of accolades and, you know what I'm saying? So I had to make every play on the field count, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like being hours away from home and stuff like that, and just being out here in Winston by myself, just really having to lock in and take control of like my future and what I want it to be. So I feel like that's one of my biggest obstacles, is staying on track when there were so many different ways I could have went. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad. So I just feel blessed that I just continue to stay on the right track, and I had the backbone of my family that I did. But yeah, I'll say that's one of my biggest obstacles.
Man, listen, hearing that, I can sum that up in 2 words: determination and responsibility. You were determined to make sure that, you continued to go after this dream and do what was necessary to make it happen. Grinding and keeping your body right and making sure that you're continuing to grow and improve. But then the responsibility to be somewhere by yourself, to, be worried about home, but know that home, is taking care of home, and you be able to do what you need to do by yourself, making sure that everything is right with football, but everything is right with your grades and making sure school was good. Listen, man, I commend you for that, man, because that situation could, like you said, could have went either way. But you showed your strength, you showed your determination, you showed that responsible nature that you have, and I think NFL teams are going to love to hear that, because that's what they want. They want to make sure that when they bring guys in, that they're not only getting good football players, but they're getting good men, and somebody that they can trust, right? And that small story that you just told, that should let all 32 teams know that Joshua Flowers is a player that you can trust. I love it, man. Absolutely great. What have you learned in the game of football that will stick with you for the rest of your life, even when your football days are over?
Uh, uh, a saying from my coach Robert Massey. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's you can't make the club if you in the tub. So it's just it goes together with just staying ready, so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because getting back into the things, once you stop, and that's just with anything. You know what I'm saying? Once you got a rule and you keep on going and going, and then you just stop and then try to get back in it, it's never the same way you had it before. You know. So if you want something bad enough, you just gotta keep on going and going and going and going. And like I said, like um I wasn't always the best. I worked for it. Like when I came in as a freshman, I had 7 corners in front of me, and I beat all of them out. You know what I'm saying? At LIU Post. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just determination and like a will and like a want. You know what I'm saying? So if it's in you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Last question. We'll get you out of here. We'll get you back to, training and getting your body right. We appreciate your time. I really do appreciate you coming on and talking with me for the time that you have. Give me your 2 to 3 minute elevator pitch for all 32 NFL teams on why they should select Joshua Flowers in the 2022 NFL draft.
Okay, well, to all the 32 NFL teams, you should select me because I'm a sponge and I love the game of football. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna forever put my all into it and forever put in this more work than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I give my all and add everything to the team. You know what I'm saying? I know how to win. I know how to compete. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanna I just wanna ball. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is give me the opportunity, and I'll show you why. Like I'm here to keep. You know, so I just wanna be the best man and best player I can be and just give your organization, like, you know what I'm saying, the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I just want to open the door for the younger guys behind me looking up to me. You know what I'm saying? The guys back in Jersey and all the kids back home. I'm just trying to be that gateway. And I know my ability and I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I know like I haven't even hit my peak of my talent and where I can be. You know what I'm saying? And all I need is opportunity to open up them doors for myself. And I'm gonna knock every one of them doors down. So what you get with me as a player is a dog, a bully. You get the boogeyman. You get everything all in one. So that's what you get, man.
Bro, that look you you said what I was going to say. You ended it perfectly, bro. I get a dog, I get a bully, and I get the boogeyman all in one. Listen, wide receivers beware. Listen, this is Joshua Flowers, Winston-Salem State cornerback. He said it all, man. Excellent player, putting on for HBCUs, putting on for the name on the back of his jersey. Flowers, his family back at home in Jersey, just found out that we might have some type of connection, not family, but his family know my family. So that's absolutely amazing. We did not know that before today. So it's a small world, but Josh, thank you so much for coming on Mose Knows and talking with me for the time that you have. We wish you much success in your future. And coming up in the NFL draft, which is next week, starting Thursday. So we will be looking forward to where you land in the NFL. Just know I need a 3X Josh Flowers jersey or whatever team that you go to. Just make sure you send that over to me, and I'm gonna put it up in my studio, have it in the back, and come to one of your games, get it signed in the 2022 season. That's going to do it here at Mose Knows. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this prospect spotlight. If this is your first time here at Mose Knows, thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you. You can connect with me on my social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I will have those linked in the description below. And if this is your first time, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Take another 2 seconds, hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time new content drops right here at Mose Knows. Love and appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks again, Josh.